Hi, I'm Mike McCormick here at GBTA Broadcast Studio in Toronto, and I'm here with Nigel Costa from Airbnb for Work. Nigel, thanks for coming and being with us.
Thanks for having me, appreciate it.
So exciting times for Airbnb for Work, a lot of growth, a lot of taking advantage of market opportunity. So tell me a little bit about that, like what, a lot of focus on millennials, about their impact on product selection with you, but is it just about millennials, or are you seeing adoption across the entire sector?
Yeah, we're definitely seeing growth across the entire sector as more and more people are discovering Airbnb, not just for work, but also for leisure travel. But the majority of our travel, especially on the business side, Airbnb for Work side, is millennials. And millennials are really changing the face of travel right now. So 60% of all travelers on Airbnb right now are actual millennials. So as they start moving into their workforce and they start traveling more and more for work, they're also saying, hey, I travel for Airbnb when I'm on my leisure time. Why can't I also use it when I'm also traveling for work?
So what's different? Why it's not just age? But is it the willingness to adopt or explore a new product? Or is it really something different fundamentally in terms of what the product need is?
Yeah, I think it's a fundamental difference in who the traveler is. So 78% of all millennials prefer experiences over owning things. And that includes when they travel. And that's something that's great about Airbnb, whether it's for leisure or for work, is that we provide experiences. And millennials, when they're on the road, they want experiences. They want to stay in better neighborhoods, different neighborhoods. They want to have kitchens, living rooms. They want to stay with coworkers and friends. And that's something Airbnb for Work offers.
Yeah, that's definitely different, and you see a difference, like I think, in even that willingness alone, to want to stay with coworkers or colleagues, rather than, I want my own space or my own hotel room, right?
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot more of that these days with team travel.
More communal.
More communal. 4 people can stay in a beautiful Victorian house somewhere, have their own bedrooms, their own bathrooms, but then meet in a common space, in a living room or a kitchen, cook together, eat together. We're seeing far more of that. As opposed to back in the day when I used to travel, we'd have our own separate hotel rooms, and then we'd meet at the hotel bar, the hotel lobby, trying to get something done. So things are definitely changing in this space.
So, I think we've talked before, and I think, when we at that time, the other factor about an Airbnb stay was more focusing on, maybe that what I call mid-length sector. Not the overnight or the 1 or 2 nights. It's not extended stay necessarily, but there's kind of that place in between. Is that still the makeup of where you see the biggest opportunity with Airbnb for Work?
Yeah, absolutely. Those 1, 2, 3 night stays. People prefer hotels. I still stay in hotels once in a while. Those are great opportunities, a great place to stay. But we're seeing more and more people for longer term stays is really where we see our fit and where we complement traditional travel programs. The average stay right now when traveling for work on Airbnb for Work is almost 7 nights. So that's time when you've been on the road a little while, you're tired of eating at the hotel bar, you're tired of room service.
And it
you
might
need that
carry
kitchen
through a weekend too in terms of the time you're in the city.
Correct, and that's another great stat is 50% of all Airbnb for Work stays include a Saturday. So we're seeing more and more people, the whole concept of leisure, combining business and leisure, they're staying that extra day, they're actually seeing the city, they're not just flying in like zombies and leaving like bigger zombies. They're staying, they're enjoying the city, they're getting to know people, and they're really trying to live like a local. That feeling of being at home while on the road is something that's really important to them.
So, while you're here, I know you're participating in a number of panels around duty of care as it relates to, the hospitality product that you have. What are the headlines? What are you telling people when you get those questions and concerns?
Yeah, absolutely. The entire platform, Airbnb, was actually built on trust. It's strangers meeting strangers, staying in each other's homes. And so trust is paramount on our platform, whether that be the traveler and the host. So we do first and foremost, when you register with Airbnb, you do so with a government issued ID. So we run background checks. We know a lot about who our hosts are, and as well as who our guests are. And that's the first level of keeping people safe. But the real bread and butter to our program is actually the double reviews. So when I stay with you, Mike, you review me and I review you. And so over time, the community builds up this level of trust in each other, and that really is kind of the ethos of who we are.
Well, Nigel Costa from Airbnb for Work, and this is Mike McCormick live from GBTA Studio here in Toronto. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.